And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Red Divide, channel dedicated to the greatest rivalry in the English Premier League, Manchester United and Liverpool. And, of course, all the banter that goes with that. Ray, my cousin, good result today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, great result, man. What a game. First half, I tell you what, the Wolves came out firing. They had us against the ropes. I thought to myself, geez, it's going to be a long day. They kept on spreading the ball from side to side. Neto was running at us. Belgrade was running at us, taking players on, pulling us out of formation. Man, the first half, I was really worried. But like the message that I sent you during the game, I said that we'll come back. And yeah, thank goodness we showed character. It was a good game of football.
It was. They were all over you like a rash, and I was pretty happy. As you saw, I sent you a little Wolves icon.
Of course you
Um,
were.
I was happy to see that, and I thought, hey, man, maybe Wolves' luck starting to turn around here because the couple of results they maybe should have got early in the season and they didn't.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that, Lady Luck would turn and give them a result that maybe they've deserved earlier in the season. But it wasn't to be. And looks like Liverpool are starting to make a habit of these late comebacks.
Well, I don't know if you know the stat, but Liverpool has the statistic for scoring late goals, the most late goals in the
There
entire
we go
Premier League.
again.
So,
I
yeah,
think
it's
that I think the
Liverpool
correct
time.
stat
Club
is I think the correct stat is something along the lines of Liverpool scored more goals after the 90th minute than any other team.
time.
But yeah,
It used to be called Fergie time when you guys used to win shit, but now it's called club time.
can we just talk about United later when we actually get there? You can see I'm not in the greatest mood thanks to United. So
Yeah, we'll get to
let's
you. Well,
let's get through Liverpool, please.
yeah, so it was like I said earlier, it was really a tough game. Wolves kept on pinging the ball across field, from left to right. Gomez was chasing shadows for the most part. But they came out very vibrant, and they were running at us. They came at us with pace. We just couldn't deal with them. We kept on giving the ball away. They kept on winning the second ball. We were always second best to every second single ball. So we were struggling, and they went one up, deservedly so. They
Yeah,
could have gone two up with Cunha. The ball came across, and he actually jumped where he should have just stood and headed it across goal. But lucky for us, he misjudged the flight of the ball, and we didn't go two down. But they were all over us. I mean, we were giving the ball away. McAllister wasn't at the races today. He was giving the ball away as well. We just weren't gelling. The
Mhm.
formation that we started with just wasn't gelling. And Klopp, in the second half, he took McAllister off and he brought Diaz on, and then we went more of an attacking formation. And in the second half, we literally played our game. We had the ball. We forced Wolves deep. Eventually, some good interplay from Salah, getting the ball across. Gapco with a tap in, and then that was to be his last contribution. He went off. But I think the substitutes from Klopp, the substitutes that he brought on, he took off McAllister, like I said, in the 45th minute, brought Diaz on, and then 55th minute he brought in Nunez as well.
Mhm.
And that made a big difference, you know what I mean? He also changed up in the midfield where he brought Harvey Elliott on, a little bit more attacking. And we started to get the ball and start being more dangerous. It changed the game for us. That's when the game changed in our favour. And I was saying to Lorenzo, the way we were playing, I was saying Wolves is very deep. We're going to score now. Watch, we're going to score. Then we had a corner, and then Jose Sard defended it, and then he kicked it and came out to Robbo. He got the ball down, a little bit of an interplay, went out to Salah. Robbo, captain for the day, made his mazy run all the way into the box. Salah
Put it
spotted
away.
him. Nice little pass. Great goal to go 2-1 up. Man, at this stage, you can imagine. I'm ecstatic. Then we went on and we pushed on, kept on putting them on the back foot. They were defending way too deep, kept on winning the second balls again, not like the first half. And great interplay again between Soboslai and Salah. And then ultimately, nice little pass to Elliott. He hit it decently, took a little bit of a deflection, hit the post and went in. So a little bit of lady luck involved. But yeah, deserved results, 100%. Tough first half, but Klopp obviously gave them some treatment in the dressing room, and they came back in the second half.
Give
They
them a lot
showed
of hugs,
character.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he gave
As
them
he
some
does.
German
All those
literature.
hugs he likes to give. Come here, my boy. Come here, my
Great.
boy.
I don't think so. Not on this occasion. He probably had that crazy German face with the teeth showing, telling them they cuck in German. And
Yeah.
they picked up their boots, and they produced. So a very good ending to the weekend. It's good to have the Premier League back and another 3 points in the bag.
I think you guys were on a streak of losing 4 or 5 of the early games on a Saturday. So you just broke that curse. Wasn't not sure if you're aware of that.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about it. I read the stat just before the game. But the way we were playing, I thought, international break, is it going to put us on the back foot? Is it going to change the chemistry in the team? Are we going to be out of the races? And in the first half, I was like, geez, man, this is exactly what I was worried about. But I
Yeah.
think Wolves gave too much too soon. You know what I'm saying? They kept on pushing, pushing, pushing. I think they kind of gassed themselves a little bit because they really had us against the ropes, like I mentioned. But then again, second half, different Liverpool, different formation, more attacking players on the pitch. And yeah, it made a big difference, eh?
Yeah, man. It was not so good to see from my perspective.
Of course not.
I was hoping the Wolves that they should have gone 2-0 up early
Yeah,
on.
should have.
They were pressing. They could have maybe nicked a third, but 2-0 was probably a fair scoreline at the half time, and
Yeah,
only had the
I
one.
agree.
And difficult to defend one when you have Liverpool throwing everything at you. That's always going to be a tough ask. And they just couldn't hold on. They didn't have the depth to hold it and compete with you boys. So unfortunately, the result went your way,
It did.
and you've had a good start to the weekend. Awesome, good
Yeah,
for you.
great start to the weekend.
Wish I
I
could
tell you
say
what,
the same.
Wolves are a great side. They've been a little bit unlucky in the first 5 games. Neto and
Yeah.
Belgrade were pulling the strings in the first half. They made us defenders look silly. We couldn't keep up with their pace. We couldn't keep up with their trickery. So, I was relieved to see that we, obviously with the formation change, I don't know if you saw, Soboslai dropped into that, like, just in front of the defenders, like what Trent would do, and started distributing from left to right.
No, I
And
can only watch
the game.
garbage football for so long. I had to turn it off and go do something else, and I came back later.
Oh, you mean when you went to go watch the Brighton versus
Funny
United game?
guy.
That's garbage football, right?
Funny guy.
So yeah,
uh,
enough about the mighty Liverpool with great 3 points. Let's hear about your game. Or what's your analysis of your game at home to Brighton? Before the game, obviously we made a video and you were very confident because you guys were at home. We discussed everything about the Zerbi, and let's hear your analysis about United. Great result.
even from our first video, I mentioned I have a lot of respect for the Zerbi.
Yes.
Great manager, really has his team firing. Great scouting department. Man, the dude is amazing, an amazing manager. Almost like the best thing that happened to Brighton was for Graham to get out and for the Zerbi to come in. So, not that Graham wasn't doing well, but the Zerbi's taken them to a whole new
He was
level.
doing well as
Amazing.
well.
So yeah, good for them. I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, I think Brighton were the last team to beat us at home last year. So it's rocked. I wouldn't say rocked my world, but really did irritate me. Really got my weekend off to the worst possible start. First Liverpool win, and then United go and lose at home. And then, of course, the fantasy group, as you know, lit up like it was 4th of July, Independence
Yeah.
Day in the States. It was mad, as usual. United lose and everybody jumps on the bandwagon.
Well, you
So,
know what? You are to blame for it. You started with Wolves, you beauties, So you set the tone for the day, knowing that you were going to play after us, and the way Wolves are playing, I
yeah,
understand why.
I didn't say, Liverpool are going to lose or Wolves are going to win. They just scored. So I said, Wolves, you beauties, look at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course I'm going to be happy when Wolves score against you. But yeah, so United, man, I don't know what's up. We actually dominated the first 40 minutes, maybe a little less, 30, 35 minutes. We were the better team. Brighton caught us on the break. They had one chance. They took it. And that was, it actually reminded me of the Arsenal United game. before the international break. They were the
Good
better team.
memories.
They dominated. We had one chance and we took it. Difference
Yeah,
was they went and equalised, 38 seconds later,
that's right.
and we never equalised. We had some opportunities. Rashford hit the post. Hoyland had an offside goal, unfortunately disallowed. So it just didn't happen for us today. And Brighton scored the second, then the third, and I thought it was pretty much game over. It took Hannibal Mesri to come on,
Great finish, eh?
and great finish for a youngster.
Yeah.
And just to show the experienced players around him, like, come on, like have a shot, go at it. Let's get busier, be quicker with the ball, get going, have a shot. How many times I saw Casemiro, and I love Casemiro, take too long on the ball before looking for a quick pass. I saw Bruno as well. Just look for one-touch football, boys. You have to speed up. Brighton are on top of you. They're going to press. So you've got to be quick. You've got to really know where the ball's coming before it gets to you and hit it. You know what I mean? You've got to play quick, one-touch football. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. And yeah, we played with Scott in the middle, McSauce. McSauce on his day can be great in the right role, but never consistent enough to be a starter. And unfortunately today, he didn't do too well. But I don't think anybody did really too well today. So I'm not just picking on him. Defense wasn't good today. We really missed Varane. Martinez didn't have the best day, and I love Martinez. We started with Reguilon and Delo as the fullbacks. And I get it. Reguilon had a decent game.
Yeah, he
Huh?
did. He started quite
Yeah.
brightly, Reguilon. He had a good game, actually.
Yeah, Reguilon had a good day. He was tenacious and going for everything and really proving his worth, really showing why we looked at him and why Spurs bought him and why we considered him earlier in a couple of years back. And he did great. So, he had a decent game. And unfortunately, we haven't kept a clean sheet all season. And it's starting to look a bit rough there. So,
And
I don't know.
Maguire's not playing, so there's no scapegoat there.
Yeah, for a change, he wasn't on the field, which is great. But no, it's just we didn't play well today. We played well for those 20 to 30 minutes, and then it was overs.
Yeah, you know what? Your midfield was too stretched. Just with Bruno and McTominay, they were getting pulled out of position by the Brighton counter attack. What
The
was
problem was
working
Bruno
well
started
for
on the
you?
right.
Yeah, I know.
Eriksen played in the 10, and that's not his natural position, and he plays okay there, but that's not his strength. You know what I mean?
No,
You've got square pegs in round holes there, and it doesn't work. So
no. Not
it's
against
okay
Brighton.
against maybe a bottom of the log team, but you're not going to beat Brighton or anyone in the top 6 or top 8 if you don't have your players in the best, their best possible positions.
Yeah,
So I get that in the press conference, Ten Hag said, "Don't worry, we built the team smart, and we have plenty of options on the right." Bruno's not the best option on the right. We don't really have a good option on the right if Anthony and Sancho are not around. Sancho even is maybe slightly better on the left. So we don't really have the best option on the right. Garnacho wants to play on the left as well. Maybe Pellistri, but Pellistri only came on the last 5 minutes or whatever it was. And I'm like, come on, man. So, yeah, bad day at the office. It's 2 losses in a row. It's 2 losses in a row. That's 3 losses in the first 5 games. So, no, it's not looking good. Also, it's like we're so over-reliant on Rashford. If Rashford doesn't score, we're almost like dead in the water. It's Bruno to Rash. Case hit a few good balls to Rash. Eriksen did the same. But we still, I think, trying to gel, work towards Hoyland's strengths. It's going to take some time, and I don't know if we have the time because you can't fall behind too much before things kick into gear and you're 10 games in and you find yourself 10 or 12 points off the top. It's too late. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to compete, and you need the teams above you to really fall out of form just to try and get into fourth. So it's not looking good, but I'm hopeful that we'll turn it around and go on a bit of a run, especially with these next games that are coming in the league.
Very optimistic, eh? The next 5 games are a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, but they are, and I have to be optimistic because otherwise I might as well go and hide in a corner. You know what I mean? So it's United. We know we play Burnley away, which is going to be easy, but we should win that. Should get together, sort ourselves out, and we should win that. And we have Palace at home. Definitely a winnable fixture. Palace gave it to us last season. They were tough games, but we should beat Palace at home. I'm saying should. Never know we will the way we're playing, but we should. Then we have Brentford at home. That'll be a bit of a tougher game, but have to win at home. Your games at home, you have to win. So today, we can't see that again. Then we have Sheffield away. Have to win that. Regardless, home or away, you have to beat Sheffield. If you can't beat Sheffield, then you don't deserve to be in Europe. Never mind top four. You don't need to. You don't deserve to be in Europa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So have to go and win that, and then it's the big one. It's City at home. So yeah, just put these next four results behind us. Win all four. Put us in a bit of confidence on a good little run, and then anything can happen on its day against City.
Uh, I think the next five fixtures are probably favourable for you in terms of the teams you play. I think you'll probably pick up, if you can find some consistency, you'll probably pick up more points than what you did in the first 5 game weeks. Yeah, but we'll touch on that in a minute. We'll come back to our predictions for the next 5 games. So a recap of the first 5 games at the beginning of the series. We discussed our opinions on what we thought the first 5 game fixtures for Liverpool and United were going to be. Here we go, drum roll. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. I predicted 13 points for Liverpool, and Liverpool are currently 13 points, lying third in the log on goal difference, 2 behind City. So great start. Managed to get all my predictions right. For you, I said you guys would get 7 points. And no, wait, hold on. Yes, you said that Liverpool would get 7 points. Sorry, pardon me. Your prediction was 7 for Liverpool. Mine was 13. So I'm correct on that one. You fell short on your prediction. Let's discuss your first 5 games. What did you say Man United were going to get?
Yeah, well, firstly on you, my cuz. Even a broken watch tells the time correctly twice a day. So you got lucky. All right? Well done. Next, United, I got mine
Liverpool
terribly
boy.
wrong. I got mine terribly wrong. And yeah, we got 6 points. I said we get 13. Big difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, big difference. So yeah, not good.
You should know better. It's Man United.
Oh, shut up,
Sitting
man.
12th in the log, Marcus. 12th in the log after 5 games, where you belong. Mediocre club.
Listen to this guy. Right, look, last season you guys started the way we started, and you did okay. So if Liverpool can do it, trust me, United can easily do it.
Oh no, I'd rather see Brighton do it than United. They're probably a better
I'm sure
team
you'd
at the
rather see
moment.
that. Yeah, doesn't mean you're going to see that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got yours right. I got mine horribly wrong, and let's hope. Again, Mike, like I said in the other video the other day, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So my predictions will get there. The guys will start finding form, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, let's see if your team can back up what your opinion is. Obviously, round 1 goes to me. Let's see what round 2 with the next 5 game predictions happen. Again, we'll analyze it and we'll plan something fun for our subscribers.
So Marquez, tell me about your next 5 fixtures.
Well, the next 5 fixtures are a bit tricky, Marcus. At home to West Ham, our first game. West Ham's been playing good football. We obviously play West Ham after we play the Europa League game. So, always after Europa League game, it's always tough, your next fixture.
Big time.
History always talks for itself. So that will be a tough game. But I reckon we'll win at home. Then our next fixture is Spurs away. The way Spurs are playing, they're being quite good. Although
Spurs away.
Although their last result wasn't great for them. So that's a bit tricky. I'm going to be modest and go for a draw. Then we're playing Brighton at home. Brighton away. Another
even worse.
So we got three crackers in a row, which is not easy. I'm gonna be modest as well and go for a draw. Yeah, the way Brighton are playing. Then that's the Merseyside derby. We at home. Everton hasn't really found form. In the past couple of years, we've been dominant over them. So I'm gonna go with based on the history, I'm gonna say another Liverpool win there.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, our last game for the wrapping up the 5 games is against Forest at home. I predict a win over there. So all in all, I'm going for 11 points for Liverpool after 5 games.
Okay. Um, the Hammers, you say, is your first one back,
Yeah,
but they
yeah, no,
also they also play Europa, don't they? Because they won the Conference League.
they do,
So it's
they
a
do.
fair game. You
So
both play Thursday night.
that's
Luckily for
right.
you, they might be just as tired as you. So that could work in your favour. You might have more squad depth than they do.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's not bad. I can see you guys winning that one as well.
Okay.
Brighton is your second or third game.
Spurs is the next one, and then
Spurs is the
Brighton
second one.
after that. So it's away to Spurs and then away
Yeah,
to
that'll be
Brighton.
tough.
2 tough games.
2 games on the road.
Yeah, two
That'll be
games on the
tough.
road. Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs could go either way. It could be a win, loss, or draw because depends which Spurs show up, as we know. So if they show up, could be a really good game. Actually, that'll be a cracker, and I look forward to a Spurs result.
Of course you
And
do.
Brighton going to chow you.
But hold on,
Brighton are
before
going
you
to
get
chow
to
you.
Brighton, you need to give me a
Listen to me.
prediction. What do you
Listen to me. I
reckon?
just saw today. They're not playing games. They're trying to level up from last season.
Oh, but they played
Brighton
against
are going
United.
to give
Anyone
you
can beat
a
United.
go. What?
I said they played United. Anyone can beat United. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen to this guy.
Before we get into Brighton, what do you reckon's this final score line for Spurs game away? What do you reckon? We're going to lose,
Tough.
draw?
That's why I said it could go anyway.
You have to
You
choose a
could beat
result.
them 2-1. They could beat you 2-1. A draw, yeah, possibly, but I don't know. I just see too many goals in that game to be a draw, either from you guys or if Son and Madison, if they in flow, they don't have Kane anymore, but it seems they're doing okay without him. Yeah, that'll be the way that they play. They're so open. It should be a great game, and I'm going to go with. Hate to say it, but I'll go with Liverpool 2-1.
Wow, that's cool.
It's not thinking
I
with my United hat on. I'm trying to be logical there and just be. You guys should be too strong for them.
Fair enough. Okay, now the fun one, Brighton.
Brighton are going to smack you.
Brighton.
Let's get it real. Let's get it understood right now. Brighton are going to smack you. It'll probably be
Yes?
3-1 Brighton.
3-1 to Brighton. So you say 3-1 to Brighton, Liverpool lose. I'm just writing down your predictions here so we can
So you
analyze
can
this.
remind me later.
Oh yes, you know all too well.
Oh. And
Right,
then the
next game.
Merseyside derby.
That's right, Merseyside derby. We're at home.
Yeah, that should be an easy win for you. As much as I'd love to see Everton, the real club in Liverpool actually win, I don't think it's going to happen unless they smack Arsenal tomorrow. That'd be fantastic, and then get ready, go on a bit of a run, and face you guys. But historically, unfortunately, Everton haven't done too well against you guys in the past 5-6 years, maybe even longer. And I suspect it's still going to go your way. You probably win that game 2-0 or 3-1 or something.
Okay, so far we've got your predictions. What about the last game, Liverpool against Forest at home?
You should win that game. That little striker of theirs, he's danger. I think it's Inyoni, something along those lines. He's decent. Little Matty Turner, the keeper, he's alright as well. But otherwise that should be a win for Liverpool. You should win that game.
All right, cool. So you predicted that we're going to beat West Ham. You said that we're going to probably beat Spurs. That's 6 points. Said we're going to lose to Brighton. You said we're going to beat Everton and Forest. So you're predicting 12 points for Liverpool, eh?
Regrettably so, Ray. Regrettably so.
I like it.
Almost want to just change my answers because I can't even bear to think that Liverpool will get 12 points out of 5 games.
Well, you didn't aim so high in the first 5. Now that you've actually seen the way we're playing.
Well, I'm hoping that's what it is. If I aim low, you guys go high. So if I aim high, you guys go low. So that's
reverse psychology.
That's it. So a little bit of reverse psychology in action here.
Okay, cool. So I predict 11. You predict 12. The first 5 games for Liverpool. Let's analyze your next 5 games. What is your predictions?
So like I said earlier, we should beat Burnley. It'll be a close
Yeah.
game because of Europe, but we should beat them a nice, maybe just like a little 2-1. Start getting
Okay.
the confidence going. Palace at home, that could get a little rough, a little sticky, but I think we'll beat them by the same score, 2-1 at home. Brentford at home, we should keep Mbuemo and the boys quiet and hopefully score some goals for a change, especially that we at home. I'm going to go with 3-1 because we can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives. Sheffield away, that's going to be our first clean sheet of the season. That should be a 2-0.
Yeah.
And then it's the
Then,
Manchester derby.
oh yes, we'll play
We
the
will concede,
champions.
so that's for sure. Shit. The problem is, I just think of the way we're playing right now. So the way we're playing now, it's a loss. If we go on a 4-game win streak, it could help us. We could nick a draw or better. But right now, I'm just the way we're playing. Until I see that us go on that 4-game win streak, I'm going to go with a 2-1 loss to City. Hurts to say that, but I'm going to
But
do it.
United's at home, right?
Yeah.
So you're going for a loss there. So
Mm,
you predicting 12 points for United as well.
yeah.
So 12 for Liverpool, 12 for United.
That's
Okay.
it.
Interesting. I probably agree with 70% of what you're saying. I reckon you win your first game. For sure, that's 3 points in the bag. I've gone with a draw against Palace. So I've got you dropping points there. So that's 4. Brentford, another 3 points. That's 7. Your next game against Sheffield, I reckon you'll win. So that's 10. And then there's no chance against City. I reckon they just have too much firepower for you at the moment. You know what? Football is football. You know, anything can happen. But the way City are playing, they're not dropping points. They went down against West Ham. They were losing 1-0. They
And West
came
Ham
back
are
to
playing
lose
well.
1.
West Ham are undefeated.
Exactly. So, they changed that today by beating West Ham and setting up a statement on top of the log. Everyone's chasing them at the moment. So, yeah, I agree. So, yeah, interesting. Our predictions
Yeah,
are in.
let's see
Let's
how it all
see.
pans out.
Let's see how it all pans out after the next 5 games, and then we'll analyze it, and I can take the piss out of you a little bit more. But
No, be careful. The way you just said we have no chance against City. If we beat City or something happens there, you know that's going to become a short. Just know that.
100%.
Anyway,
Vividly so.
are you ready for Europe, my cuz? You ready for Thursday night football?
Yeah, it's a sore topic for me. Being
Who are
in the
you playing?
Champions League for so many seasons. Um, but as we discussed, I don't look down on the Europa League. It's a competition, and we have a serious opportunity to go on and win it.
Sure. Who are
Hopefully,
you
the
playing?
way we're playing, we can go and show Man United how to win it and not get knocked out just before the final. So, yeah, looking forward to it. It is a competition. It's not the elite Champions League, unfortunately. It is what it is. But yeah, looking forward to winning a trophy.
So for the third time, who are you playing?
Oh my cuz, you got me. Yeah, I didn't look at
Now,
the
if you're playing
fixture.
Champions League, you'd know exactly who you're playing.
Right, that's exactly what it would be. So we are
Uh,
playing on Thursday. We're playing the
no, we
Thursday
know
game.
that. We've established Thursday night football for the Reds in Liverpool.
You like to take the piss. We're playing Lusk away. So that'll be a tough game.
Where? Who?
Lusk.
Lusk. Okay.
Yeah.
That
So
should you should win that game comfortably.
I reckon, they did finish third in the league in Austria last season.
Yeah, it's Austrian league, mate.
They weren't the winners or anything like that, but we'll probably make a lot of changes for the game.
Sure.
It'll be a tough one, obviously, with a lot of new faces coming in. I think we'll see a lot of the fringe players. Probably Ben Doak will get a go. He'll probably get some minutes. I think Gravenberg will get some minutes. We should see Endo as well getting some minutes as well. Van Dijk will be back. I'm not quite sure about Trent. It was good to see Ibu back. So yeah, almost a full fitness squad. Obviously Thiago's still out, but I rate will win that game as well. What's your prediction?
For your game?
Yeah,
I think you'll win. I think you win it. You should win it. Even with all the changes, you'll win it. And Klopp will have West Ham in the back of his mind. But again,
Yeah, for
fortunately,
sure.
West Ham are also playing Thursday night, so it's a really good
That's
fixture
right.
for you guys to come back to.
That's right.
And then, of
And
course, we've got
you
back to
guys
the
in the
real
Champions
tournament.
League.
United. United play Bayern
Tough game.
Munich,
Bayern
champions of Germany.
away. Champions of Germany away. York's gonna get shy at 6 love, my boy. They are gonna give you some German beer and some bratwurst sausage. You after the game.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll take their girlfriends and wives from them if they do that. Um, no, it'll be a hell of a game. I think. Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of Bayern Munich attack. Great
Yeah,
team,
the back of the club.
solid team. Kane against us again will be interesting. Just when you thought we got rid of facing Kane, bang, find him in the Champions League.
Watch him score. That would be bittersweet.
I mean, if Bayern are going to score, then it's likely that Kane's going to score.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it could possibly happen. I heard Varane was training individually, so at least he's reaching sort of fitness. It's probably a little too early for him, but I would love to
Yeah,
see him in there.
yeah,
Unfortunately, with Varane, if you rush him back, he'll be injured again. So you have to give him time to recover. That's always been an issue with Varane, unfortunately, injuries. But it's going to be a cracking game. I just can't wait. I just want to hear the Champions League music again after a whole year of not hearing it. And yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And then we'll see how it goes. It's rough, but we have injuries, so we can't really rest too many players. It's going to be pretty much our starting 11, whoever's fit enough to play. And yeah, we don't have that luxury to rest players, and we have to go right back into Burnley as soon as we get back. It's gonna be a tough one because it's Burnley away, it's Munich away, and then Burnley away. So we're on the road twice in a row, which will make the Burnley game even tougher. But you've got to have faith. We'll start turning things around.
Faith's got not going to be enough for you. Bayern's
Listen
going
to
to turn you
you.
over, cuz doesn't matter how much faith you have, the Germans are going to give it to you hard.
Oh, listen, yeah.
No Vaseline. They're going to bend United over and they're going to send them
This
wire
is not
wire.
Liverpool. This is not
Oh yeah.
Anfield, my
Let's
friend.
talk about Liverpool. Let's not talk about Liverpool. We're showing you how to play football. You guys still
I
haven't
have
get
you.
into third gear. We're already in fifth gear. You're only in third gear. Now you want to tell me you're going to show me about Liverpool. Show me when you were against Bayern. Then afterwards we
Listen,
can talk. Right now,
there's
there's
a
nothing.
long season left to go. United are going to turn it around, and we're going to leave you in our dust as usual, like we did last year. Same thing. Just cheers. See you later, China.
You know what? You keep on
Oh,
coming back saying that this is a marathon, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you have a point. But and you're still adamant that United are going to finish above Liverpool, which I don't think so. So I reckon for the next video, I think what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our idea for loser. I have a great
yeah,
suggestion.
you
Um,
do?
I have whoever if Liverpool finish above Man United, you get to suggest something, and vice versa. If we finish above United, I get to suggest something, and we need to do a podcast with our suggestions. It's going to be great for the viewers.
I think the best thing to do is to make the other person wear the opposition kit while we perform a podcast. That will be
That's
wonderful.
exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to spoil it now. Spoiler alert, you've gone and said
Oh,
what I was thinking.
no, it's
But
good.
that's a
Give
great
them something
idea.
to look forward to.
Yes, for sure. I can't wait to see you in a Liverpool shirt.
Easy, Tiger. Easy. Be careful what you wish for. It's probably going to be the opposite now. I'll send you a United shirt shortly.
Oh,
In
geez, so much
preparation.
confidence. Let's see how the next 5 games go. We'll recap and we'll take it from there.
Nice one. Sweet, my
Yeah.
cuz. Good chat.
Well, yeah, good chat as always. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us for this episode. If you like the content that we create, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you have any comments or any topics you'd like to discuss, please send them through to us. We'd like to hear from you. And again, thanks for supporting the channel. You're helping us grow it immensely. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks,
See you in the
everyone.
next
See you
episode.
next time. See ya.
Peace.